When Florida attacks, you cannot make this one up. A dangerous duck has one South Florida neighborhood on edge, and some people say they are afraid to go outside.
Yeah, that must be one mean duck. There are reports of a feisty fowl chasing and even biting someone. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth tells us more about this story that's so Florida.
This neighborhood has a tenant causing chaos, and he doesn't even live there.
He's waiting for me to come in.
The Muscovy duck is terrorizing people living along a street in Cape Coral, even trying to chase off reporters trying to do their job.
I moved here in 98.
So have these ducks always been here?
Occasionally, yeah, but now it's more frequent.
More frequent and more vicious. James Sepulveda says the duck bit him and his neighbors, even sending one of them to the hospital.
I sit on my porch around 7 to 7:30 at this time of the year to catch a sunset, some sun. And I had my eyes closed. All of a sudden, I felt a jab on my hand and it was bleeding. Are you going to walk the other way?
And Richard Guy down the street has a similar story.
I stood up and I made some noises thinking what, go away, duck, Next thing I know, its wings come out, and like it was going to attack me.
Unfortunately, there's not much these neighbors can do. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission says Muscovy ducks are protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, but the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has issued a control order allowing control of Muscovy ducks in their nests and eggs in areas outside of their natural range, which is actually Texas. FWC says the ducks must be humanely killed or donated to educational or scientific institutes. But for James, he says being on a tight budget with a fixed income paying for a trapper is just not in the cards.
And they're actually committing injury to individuals they should get rid of.
These ducks aren't just a Cape Coral problem. You can find them in Central Florida neighborhoods. We've reported on them in places like Oviedo and Winter Park.
So they do harass other animals, other ducks, things like that.
They'll chase you away from the own door of your business, home, or around the edges of your house.
Best thing to do to keep them away: don't feed them. And if they are on your property, the FWC says you can deter them by spraying a water hose at them. Randy Hildreth, Fox 35 News.